As we begin to be in touch with ourselves, we also begin to be in touch with whatever it is that we are feeling at this moment, beginning from the tips of the toes, making our way up to the crown of our heads. So slowly we scan our body from top to bottom and bottom to top, noticing whatever it is that we're feeling physically. Noticing and observing our physical sensations without necessarily reacting to them. And in that process of scanning our awareness throughout the body, if we find ourselves distracted with thought, see if we can gently and lovingly bring our awareness back to scanning the body. Remembering that catching ourselves in that moment of distraction is already a moment of self-awareness. So we try not to judge ourselves for being distracted. We try not to analyze why we were distracted. We simply let ourselves be. Continue scanning your body from your toes to your head and from your head to your toes, moving as gently as you can, noticing each sensation without necessarily reacting to them. Perhaps you may notice some tingling sensation, some intense sensations, or some fine sensations. Whatever it is, allow it to be there. Observe the sensation as it arrives and as it fades away. And then move on to the next body part. So this practice today is just building up on what we have learned yesterday by observing. We allow ourselves to notice and to accept what is happening at the present moment. Perhaps the mind will wander away every now and then. It's okay. Remember that the goal of mindfulness is not really undisturbed concentration. The mind will wander away as it is the nature of the mind. Being mindful is simply bringing the awareness back into ourselves and into the present moment. No judgments. Just gentle and loving kindness to ourselves. Take a few rounds more of that body scan from the toes to the head, from the head to the toes. Take one more round of your body scan. And when you finish that round, arrive to the tip of your nostrils. Begin to observe the inflow and the outflow of your breath, shifting the focus from your sensations and now to your breath. Notice each inhale as it comes in and each exhale as it flows out. Breathing in deeply and breathing out completely. And again, should you notice your mind begin to wander away, that's okay, don't judge yourself for it. Simply bring your awareness back to the tip of your nostrils, back to the inflow and outflow of the breath. Practicing being mindful each time you catch yourself thinking about the past, dwelling on it, or fantasizing about the future. Or better yet, when you have a thought, ask yourself if that thought is relevant to what you're doing right now. And then shift the awareness back into the breath. At this point, only the breath matters. The inflow and the outflow. You don't need to change your breath. You don't need to control your breath. Simply allowing it to be is an act of mindfulness. And take a few more rounds to notice the breath. Again, if you find yourself distracted by your own thought, gently bring your awareness back to the tip of your nostrils, back to the inflow and the outflow of the breath. As you are observing your breath this time, let's do a little practice on self-reflection. I know many of us are here because of the certain experiences that we've had in our lives. Many of us have journeyed our way to mindfulness, to meditation, looking for some way to heal ourselves of perhaps a previous emotional trauma, or perhaps we just want to sleep better at night and to have better interactions in our relationships. So I want you to think about why you are here at this moment with me, with us in this community. Think about why you've gone into this practice. And whatever that reason is, know that it's valid and know that it's okay. There is no right reason or wrong reason. You are doing this for yourself. All of us are here because at some point we want to have perhaps a better quality of life. Perhaps we want to be more in charge of our emotions, more in charge of ourselves. We want to be accountable for our actions. And mindfulness really helps with that. And self-awareness is a foundation to many things, and one of which is healing. Healing can be tricky, especially if we are not aware of which parts of ourselves we need to heal. I want to give you this moment to just look inside you. If there are parts of yourself that you wish to heal, if there are parts of yourself that you wish you were kinder to, if there are parts of yourself that you have been judging yourself for, parts where you feel guilt or shame, perhaps a physical part of yourself that you don't like when you gaze at the mirror, or perhaps an emotional part of you that gives unfavorable reactions whenever you're faced with a certain situation. This is not a moment of judgment, only a moment of self-reflection. And as we did with our sensations and with our breath, we do not judge ourselves for having these thoughts about ourselves. We simply accept that these feelings, these pains, these emotions are there. We begin to become more and more aware, and we see ourselves in the way we have never before. Now I invite you to take your right palm to your chest, maybe both palms. And I invite you to just listen to the beat of your own heart. And today I'll be giving you a mantra which you can recite each time that you feel at war with yourself. Each time you are feeling guilty for being who you are. Each time you see parts of you that you don't like in the mirror. These are 4 phrases. And where you're seated, I want you to repeat each one after me. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Let's repeat that. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Try to repeat these 4 phrases to yourself. Try to verbalize it as well. Say these 4 phrases again and again until you come to believe it. Remembering our lesson from yesterday, what we practice grows stronger. So I'll be repeating it 5 more times. And if you want, you can say these phrases with me. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Then slowly release your hand. And just notice how you're feeling at this very moment. After saying those phrases to yourself, remember that these 4 phrases can be your tool each time you're feeling inadequate, each time you have that feeling of judgment. And when you finally believe it to be true for yourself, you can begin to extend these phrases and the feelings that come along with them to the people around you, to the people that you love. It allows your heart to be more open to them. But you first have to practice it for yourself. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Now slowly bring your awareness back to your body. Whenever you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Good morning. Hi. Now we can hear everyone. Thank you for joining today. Does anybody here have questions about the practice? How do you feel saying those 4 words? I know sometimes it can feel silly when we say those words to ourselves because we're not used to it, but keep practicing anyway. Sometimes it feels forced or contrived. It's okay, it doesn't matter. Words are powerful. And if you continue practicing those 4 phrases, your brain will eventually believe it. So that was what we call the Ho'oponopono prayer or the Ho'oponopono practice. So Ho'oponopono is it's the ancient Hawaiian art of forgiveness. And my friend Miss Jules, she's not here today. She was here yesterday. She actually taught me that prayer when Divine and our other friend Nell and I went to Cavite together for a yoga class which I led. So Miss Jules taught me about these 4 phrases and how they can erase any programs that we've received since childhood up to now about, programs about we not feeling or not being good enough, programs about making us feel guilty about our choices in life, about the choices that we make, the programs about we're not beautiful enough, we're not skinny enough. So if we keep repeating these 4 phrases to ourselves, we will eventually erase all those programs and vibrate to a higher frequency and just be who we were meant to be and who we allow ourselves to be the person that we've always want to become. Okay. So let me just go on for a few more minutes. Okay. So healing it's a messy process. We know this. I mean, sino sa atin dito yung hindi pa nagbe-break yung heart for one reason or another? Like we've all had our share of heartaches. We've all had our share of challenges in life that we perhaps need to heal from. And if you've already done the work that you need to do, then congratulations. But if you're still on that journey towards healing, we're here for you, number one. You don't have to go through it alone. This group is exactly for that. I want to help all of you guys on your journey to healing. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a professional. I'm just a yoga and mindfulness teacher, but we do know how to listen. So yeah. So when we're trying to heal, the first thing that we need to do is we need to be aware of what are we healing from and what parts of us do we need to heal. We need to see our issues eye to eye instead of sweeping them under the rug. Diba? Kasi if we're in denial about, minsan we're in denial na, okay, there are some attitudes that I probably need to change so I can have better relationships. It's not always about the other person. Sometimes it's me. Sometimes it's my fault. Sometimes, sometimes I do stupid things. And we have to accept that, It takes a lot of courage to accept that. And it also takes a lot of awareness. So we have to continue practicing the self-awareness exercise, the body scan, the breath awareness. That's one way to train our brain to become aware of ourselves. So we catch ourselves when we're being not so mindful of our relationships and our interactions with others. So self-awareness. Kaninong microphone yun? Self-awareness is the master key that opens up our hearts to recognize ourselves for who we really are. So, yeah, when we practice awareness, Kay Miss Lorena yata yon. Are you playing with your microphone?
No,
Okay. So
I just
I'll just
adjusted the volume.
all right. I'll just mute everyone for now, huh? Okay, sorry. Um so yeah, when we become self-aware, we recognize ourselves for who we really are. In yoga, we believe that every one of us, all of the people in the world, have this innermost blissful part or blissful heart. And sometimes we fail to recognize that blissful heart because ayun nga, it's been years of emotional trauma, years of societal conditioning. We need to dissolve those parts. And the first step to recognize that we have been covering our blissful selves is through self-awareness, right? Okay, so moving on. In order to heal, we must first recognize our pain and suffering. And we can arrive through that recognition by acceptance of the present moment and self awareness. When we recognize what we need to heal within ourselves, we can then learn how to help ourselves and we can then accept help from others. So, self love, guys, and self awareness is the key. Okay. Now you are unmuted. Any questions? Questions? No questions? Or you can, if you have questions, you can message me if you're not comfortable sharing it with the group for now. I have a question. How did you feel after the exercise? After saying the 4 phrases? I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Did you believe it?
Sorry, sa pa ako na naman hit.
At least you're aware na namanhid yung paa mo. How did you feel? Just, okay, just one word or one sentence to describe how you felt. Let's do it all together. Let's start with Marites. Hi, Marites.
Hi.
How did you feel about it?
Siguro I would say relax.
And while saying the 4 phrases, how did you feel?
It's more of siguro feeling more free.
Thank
siguro
you.
yun yung term ko. Siguro mas more freedom. I don't know if it's the parang that's my word.
Salamat. Thank you. That's freedom is a nice word. April.
It was great. Yun bang ano, yun bang
How did you feel when you started saying those 4 phrases?
Hindi, syempre sa mga masyadong maraming issues about Facebook, about nangyayari ngayon. So, I have doubt myself na, ba, ganito ka lang, wala kang maitulong, yung mga ganon, yung, sana ganito ka, para matulong ka sa kanila.
Don't be
Pero,
so hard on yourself.
I just realized na, nakakatulong pa rin pala ako, hindi ko lang namamalayan.
Yeah.
So, sabi ko, yeah, I'll forgive myself.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. But, you know, kahit ganun lang
I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Just keep repeating those words. Divine, how do you feel?
Ako naman, parang na-realize ko na hindi ko pala nasasabihan ng I love you yung sarili ko.
Diba? Yun yung important eh. Tomorrow we will have self-love. That's our meditation for tomorrow.
Siyempre, lagi ko sinasabi yun sa anak ko, sa
yeah, but the thing is, self-love is the foundation of all forms of love, and we need to realize that. So yeah, we need to say, I love yourself. I love you, Leona.
I love you, me.
Diba? I love you. Okay. Ming Ming, hello.
Hi,
Welcome to your first
good
meditation.
morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Well, actually, honestly, it felt very strange and very new. Though I'm aware of, affirmations, I usually do journals, but it really felt different and strange. I cannot say it's all good and bad. Of course, it's a positive. Pero parang, siyempre, lalo na pag may kasama ka sa bahay. So, parang sabihin natin medyo ano, yun ba yung word, nahihiya ka? Ah, Ano kayo isipin nila? But of course, as you said, it is a powerful
Why does it matter what they
for
think?
you.
What do
That
you
term
think?
at first, it's very nice. It's different kung sinusulat mo lang kaysa sa sinasabi mo kasi mas with feelings siya. So, mas ramdam mo yung affirmations na sinasabi.
Thank
So, it's very nice.
you. Ma'am
Okay.
Lorena, how do you feel?
Yes, I feel lighter with the kind of situation that we have now, especially when there are times when you have to decide between yourself and siguro between your job, uh, uh, a concern of taking risks, and uh, you come to realize na there are certain times na you also have to think about yourself, about your family, and you have to think about what really is life, what what is your topmost priority in life, and whatever decisions that you make, whether people think if it's wrong, pero sa sarili mo, it's right for you, then siguro you just have to say to yourself na uh, you're sorry and you ask for forgiveness if you ano yan, um, yung decision na ginawa mo is not right for them but for you, kasi yun yung priority mo. You have to make the decision for
Yeah.
yourself and for your family. So lighter siya because whatever decisions parang you think na it's right for you, so you also have to thank yourself nga, and you also have to say na you love yourself no matter what decision that you have to make.
Yes. Thank you. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
At some point, we just need to stop feeling guilty about the decisions that we make, because there
Yeah.
is a reason for every season, every decision.
Yeah.
Diba?
Mm-mm.
Thanks, thanks, Miss Lorena. Chang,
Okay.
last but not the least, save the best for last. How do you
Morning.
feel? Good
I
morning.
feel liberated. It's liberating. Uh, I know it's not easy to say those words sometimes, especially to other people or even to yourself. Like we don't always say forgive yourself or I love I love myself or I love yourself. But after the meditation or after I said those things, I really feel liberated.
Oh, that's really nice to hear. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ladies. Ma'am Weng, if you
Thank
can
you.
hear me. I
Thank
don't
you.
think Ma'am Weng can hear me, but I will send her the recording para makameditate siya. Thank you, girls. I'll see you again tomorrow, and I have a gift for
Thank
you
you.
tomorrow.
Bye, Mama.
Bye. See you
Thank
tomorrow.
you.
Thank
Thank
you so
you, Miss
much.
Yola.
Bye
Have
bye.
a nice
You
day.
too.
Have a
Have a
nice
nice
day.
day.